everyone. Wisconsin near me better here. So I just went out for breakfast with my husband and my little one, and we go to this place like not very often, but it's like a little sit-down family style restaurant, and they do all-day breakfast there. So whenever we're lazy and we sleep in and we still want breakfast, this is where we usually go. So anyway, today we went there for breakfast, and I don't know, like, I guess my husband was just kind of like in a daze, I guess, and when we got into the restaurant, I'm like trying to get my kid in the high chair, I'm trying to get her coat off, I'm trying to get like her all situated and everything, and while I'm doing that, my husband's like already sitting down and looking at the menu while I'm still like standing there with my freaking coat on, like trying to help Eleanor get ready. And then the waitress comes over and she asks if I know what I want or something like that. And I'm like, no, I don't fucking know what I want. Like, I haven't even had a chance to take my coat off yet. Like, just give me a minute. And I honestly wasn't even directing it at her. I was directing it at Craig, because at the same time he like had asked me the same question, like, do you know what you want? And it was just like fucking frustrating. And the best part was, like, just from that one little slightly heated comment, all of a sudden my waitress disappears for like 5 minutes. Nowhere to be found. And I'm getting more and more fucking agitated. Like, okay, I get it, alright? I told you I needed a minute, not fucking 20, so you can come and order my goddamn drinks now. Finally, a different waitress comes over. A much older waitress, obviously. One that the younger waitress obviously put in place of herself because she didn't think she could handle me. It's real nice. You know, like, I really wish people knew how much their fear and their anxieties over my illness makes me even more angry. It pushes me towards the edge. If you want to help people, don't center them out. Don't make them feel like they're fucking different. Don't treat them any differently. And certainly don't take away my fucking sticks that hold my sandwich together because you think I'm a little goddamn unstable. I've been at that restaurant enough fucking times to know when shit's missing, okay? I order the same sandwich that I always order. And it doesn't come with like the club, you know, the club sandwich style toothpicks that like hold the sandwich together. And it's like it's a thick sandwich, you know, like pretty thick. So like the freaking toothpick is needed. And as soon as she sat it down in front of me, I was like, man, they must think I'm stupid. Like that I don't notice these things or something. And it could have been just a fluke, and maybe I'm just like completely fucking overreacting. Maybe they were out of toothpicks today, and I didn't even know. But I just like felt like they were treating me differently. Once again, I was being stereotyped. Once again, I was being looked at like I was unstable. Once again, I was being looked at like, man, that chick's scary, I don't want to be serving her. And it's like I can't go anywhere and do anything in my life anymore without people judging me. Like if I'd walked in dragging an oxygen mask behind me, you know, or an oxygen tank behind me and an oxygen mask on my face, like, would you treat me the same way if I had had a little outburst? No? What if you had clearly seen that I had cancer? You know, I had no hair. Would you have treated me the same way then? Like, I just want to get across to all you ignorant, uneducated fucking people out there that work in public service that you really need to educate yourselves, seriously, because you're pushing people like me closer to the fucking edge, okay? Every time that you make me feel misunderstood or make me feel like I'm not equal to you or worth your freaking time even, oh my god. It's like this incredible rush of anger comes over me. Like, I don't get how people can be so unempathetic, so dumb, so ignorant, so stupid, so ill-mannered, so close-minded. So non-intuitive as to what's going on around them. Like, maybe I was just having a rough day, you know what I mean? And I wasn't even looking at her when I said what I said. I was looking at my husband. So, like, why would you even think that I was directing it at you in any way, shape, or form? I could have just been having like a normal little disagreement with my husband, and this chick like totally blew it out of fucking proportion for me and ruined my breakfast. Wow. It sucks, doesn't it? Want me to give you your butt? Pooh Bear! So I'm just like trying to recover from that right now because it really honestly irked me the wrong way. I didn't know what I was going to do my video about today, and then I go for breakfast and bam! Like a punch in the face. More stereotypes, more ignorance. It's like honestly, I'm not even lying. I don't know if it's where I live or what, but it seems like around here, everyone is just plain ignorant when it comes to mental illness. And it's kind of sad. It's more than sad. And it's frustrating to deal with. It's like, how much can you, like, how many punches can you take before you're gonna punch back? You know what I mean? Like, a normal person would do that. And that's how I feel every time I get these looks of judgment, or waitresses switching out, or people making comments underneath their breath, or holding their children back with fear in their eyes. Like, every time one of those things happens, it just hurts me. And it makes me want to lash out. Like, it makes me want to just shake people and make them understand, like, stop looking at me like that. Like, I can't control it, okay? Like, it's so frustrating. Anyway, I don't want to like ramble on. I think I got my point across and you got the story, the gist of it. Had a shitty breakfast. The end. another day living with stereotypes and crap. But it's bound to happen. It's gonna probably happen to me again multiple times throughout my life. And now that I have this channel, at least I can document them all. Maybe I'll actually have a number. I'm gonna shock myself, I think. But anyway, until next time, remember, stay strong and you're never alone.
From the beginning?
Yes, from the beginning. What just happened at the restaurant? From your point of view.
Okay, so we go into the restaurant from my point of view, and I take my jacket off so I can be comfortable and start helping Jackie and Eleanor get Eleanor into the baby seat, the booster, the baby seat. So we start doing that, and I guess I finished getting her into the chair. We put her legs in, and I sat down on my chair. And all of a sudden, Jackie was like, I need help with the seatbelt. And you seemed kind of agitated. So I was like, you know, no problem. I turn around. And as I think I'm doing that, the waitress is like, can I get you guys drinks? Like, are you serious? Like, I'm not even like, I'm obviously busy, first of all. Second of all, my wife is standing up in front of you, blocking the view, wearing her jacket. Why the hell would you ask her what she wants to drink yet? Give us a second. So, like, my dad would be pretty, like, blunt about situations like that, and I try not to be like my dad. I try to be like polite and just passive and just like whatever. Okay, I want a chocolate milk. Jackie, do you know what? Jackie doesn't know what she wants. She's busy. So of course Jackie gets irritated at the fact I even asked her, because I was being just like the waitress. So Jackie's like, you know, just says in a stern voice like, no, I don't know what I want right now. You need a minute to sit down. I need a minute. Pretty much exact words. Waitress walks away. I already told her I wanted a chocolate milk and she walked away. Didn't let me tell her what I wanted for Jackie or the baby, and I was actually in the middle of saying I want a milk for the baby too, and then she walks away, and we don't get any of that stuff, and 6 minutes pass by, 7 minutes pass by, and I'm like, you scared off the waitress, like when the hell is this chick coming back? And I'm starting to get irritated to the point where I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking to myself, I'm telling Jackie, if we're not served in a couple of minutes, we're leaving. So then all of a sudden, Jackie's trying to calm down, and this new waitress shows up, like triple the age, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They sent a new waitress? I'm like, okay, whatever. The waitress was nice and polite and stuff, and we made our order for our drinks and our food at the same time because we knew what we wanted right from the start, and everything after that was pretty much fine except us discussing it. And then while we're discussing it, this jackass on the table to the right of us is like, F this, shit that, like in front of our 2.5-year-old, you know, you're literally like 3.5 feet away, and like every second word out of your mouth is F. So I mean, as if Jackie didn't have enough irritation, she's dealing with this jerk off too. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
I forgot about him. I was gonna drop kick his face.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, like, on top of the, you know, that's the problem. A waitress, they look at Jackie, they see she raises her voice just a little bit, not even enough to like freak you out, and it's like she's scared, and it's like, she's bipolar, man. Like, get over yourself, man. Like, my dad doesn't have a mental illness. When I was young, he'd go in a store, and if he had to wait more than a few minutes, he'd get irritated and start, like, fidgeting and being, like, you know, sometimes vocal and rude. But, like, Jackie didn't do any of that, and she gets treated like she walked in there like like she's part of ISIS. Like, yo, she's got a vest under her shit. Like, you better run, send another waitress, because, yeah, mental illness. Whatever. Like, subscribe, and have a good day.